Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. The way I am going to present the PCDMIS tutorials is by making examples from the ISO norms and ASME norms. For my first example, I will show you how to make a common datum from a plane and a cylinder. First, create a new program, set the name of the program. Okay, so create new program, set the name of the program, plane and cylinder, common date, and click OK. The first thing PCDMIS will ask you to do is to choose a probe that you want to work with. So I'm going to choose this probe from my defined ones, 50 times 3. So I have a shaft of 50 millimeters in height and a tip diameter of 3 millimeters. And I will work with an angle of A0, B0. So, second thing, after you will define the probe, you will want to set your preferences for the program. You can do this by pressing F10 on your keyboard, like this, or you can do this by going to Edit, Preferences, Parameters. Now at Motion here, we can set the desired preheat and retract distances. This is to let the software know what distance from the surface it is supposed to go before and after it touches. So set the move speed to 200, but if you are new to PCDMIS, please work with 80 millimeters per second to avoid collisions. Okay, leave everything else as they are and click OK. Now you will want to import the CAD model. You can do this by going to File, Import, CAD. And here you will have to choose the file extension that you have the CAD with. Okay, so in my case it's a step file and it's already imported. Good. Now that we have the CAD model imported, check if the CAD model has the axis oriented as the machine axis. If it's not, then we will have to set it. Okay, so how do we how do we check it? So we can look at the CAD model that we have here. The y-axis is represented on top of the cylinder, so this is the axis of the cylinder and the y-axis is on it, and we want the z-axis to be on top. So we have to rotate the alignment of the part on the x-axis. Okay, so how to do this? Go to Operation, Graphical Display Window, and Transform. Here at Rotate, we set the angle at 90 degrees because we want it to be on the plus side, and set the x-axis. Then we press apply and that's it. The z-axis is now facing up. Now keep in mind when you do transformation of the alignment that you first have to make the rotation and then the translations. So keep this in mind. Now that our CAD model has the axis as we want, the next step is to define the way the machine will move around the part in order to avoid collisions. There are several ways to do that, but for now we will use a clearance cube. So, how to do that? Go to Edit, Preferences, Set Clearance Cube. Notice that the window is a simple window and it has only offset value of 10 millimeters. That means that it will make the cube 10 millimeters from all the sides of the CAD model. You can also show it right here and activate it. Clearance cube motion. If you go to advanced, you will have more advanced features, but for now it's fine, simple, and just click OK. So now the probe will avoid moving 10 millimeters from the part, from the size of the part. Good. Now that everything is set, we have to let the machine know where the part is located in the measuring range. The way we do this is by making a help alignment with elements from the part and by using few points on the elements. First, press Shift on the keyboard and select the plane. Good. Right here on Strategy, use Plane Circle. So it's a circular path on the plane, and click on Apply. Then go on the editor window, click on somewhere where the plane is and press F9 on the keyboard to edit the plane. First of all, we want the plane to start from the middle, so we will put the nominals in 0 and 0 on x-axis. The plane has a height from the origin of the CAD model of 50 millimeters, as we can see on the z-axis, so we will let it like this. And now we have to select the measurement strategy. Go to Path Definition. We only want one ring. Let's set the first diameter of 40 millimeters. Yes, it's okay. And the path density, we will need few points, so we will put 0.04 at the path density to have 5 points on the plane. Everything looks good, and click OK. Good. Now we want to make a circle because we don't want to make a lot of points to make a cylinder, and we only want to make a circle right here to move very fast through the program. So the way to do this, if you don't have on the tab here the elements, you will want to go to Insert, Feature, Auto, Circle. Now click on the cylinder at the top, and it will put exactly at the top. The circle will be the software wants to measure the circle exactly at the top, but we don't want that, so we can see that it's at 65 at the top. That means that the cylinder from the plane to here has 50 millimeters. That means that if we go at 60, it will be fine. So 5 millimeters from the top. Okay, 360. Go to Contact Path Properties. Okay, 4 points is enough. We don't need the sample points. We don't need avoidance move. We don't need anything. Just create the circle. Good. Now that we have the circle and the plane, we can make our first help alignment. go to Insert, Alignment, New. Rename the alignment as Help Alignment 1 and set the plane. And let me just tell you that the thing I love about PCDMIS is the way, the graphical, the visual way it shows you the alignment as it moves when you set the elements. So notice this. Now the alignment moves in all the directions, and if I set the plane level Z plus, so what this did is it took 2 rotations. So we only have 1 rotation right now and all the translations, and you can see that it rotates like this and it moves in all the axes because we didn't took any translation. Okay, so we took the 2 rotations. Now let's took also the origin on Z axis on the plane and the origin on X and Y axis on the circle. And now it only rotates in one direction, in Z direction, in Z axis, around Z axis. Okay, good. This is all that we need for now. It's fine. Now that we have the help alignment, we can work in automatic mode. So right in the edit window, mode, tab, automatic, sorry, mode DCC. This means automatic. And we will need to do again the, actually now we will do the datums. So take again the plane, shift on the keyboard, click on the plane, set again the strategy to plane baseline touch trigger plane circle and apply. Then again go and edit with F9 on the keyboard. Make sure it's from the center. So these are the nominals 0, 0, 0. We will rename this as datum A. Okay, good. Now go to measurement strategy, pad definitions. Let's set to 2 rings now. The first diameter, set it to 35, and the offset, let's set it to 10 millimeters, so it's 45. Let's see. Okay, and pad density 0.1. I think it's enough. Yes. Okay, good. This looks good. Whole surface is covered. Everything looks fine. Okay, good. Now we will need to set the cylinder. So shift and click on the cylinder. Click apply. Then go and edit the cylinder, F9. Check if the nominals are fine. Everything looks good. It's a 50 millimeter height cylinder, so it's okay. It's on 0. Everything looks okay. Go on contact pad properties. Let's see, hits per level. Okay, so set 7 hits per level. First depth 2 millimeters and second depth 10 millimeters. The second depth is from the bottom upwards, and if you remember, we took a probe of 50 millimeters, the height of the shaft, and the height of the cylinder is also 50 millimeters, so 10 millimeters from the ground it's safe, we can use it. Good, 3 levels, that's fine. Also go to contact sample heats properties. We have 3 sample heats on the top of the cylinder. This is to let the software know that it starts from here, and let's set the 3 points at -3 millimeters. Okay, so what that did is it's gone inside 3 millimeters from the edge to make the contact, the 3 sample points, the plane. And go right here at contact auto move properties and let the avoidance move at both, and the distance at 10 millimeters. This is to let the probe know that it needs to go 10 millimeters before it goes to the first point and 10 millimeters after it takes the last point. Good, everything is fine. Now just rename this as datum B and it's okay. Good, everything looks good. Now that we have this, we can make the common datum. In order to do this, we will need a construction point, an intersection point. Go to insert, go to feature, constructed point. Now first set the cylinder, so this is the axis, and then second set the plane in order to intersect the axis of the cylinder with the plane. Put here intersection and rename as datum A minus B. So this is common datum A minus B, and create. Good. Now that we have all of our elements, we can go and construct our final alignment. So insert alignment new. This will be A minus B. Set the plane datum A leveled on Z plus axis and origin X, Y, Z on datum A minus B, common datum. Okay, good, very good. Now that we have this, we can check the collision and we can continue with whatever elements we need to measure from the drawing. So operation, graphical display window, collision detection. We wait. Okay, this is manual, so we have to continue manually. Good, no collisions detected, everything looks fine. That's it. So guys, this is all for today. I hope you like. Oh, okay, so yeah, now it's finished. Good. So I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Share if you know someone else that needs this information. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet. And until next time, have a nice one.